Hello, everyone, and welcome to CIO Leadership Live Middle East. Let me introduce you to Dr. Sahila Abdul Mahid, Information Security and Compliance Officer and Auditor at Kuwait Gulf Oil Company. Salam alaikum, Sahila.
Walaikum salam, Andrea.
Thank you so much for joining.
It's my pleasure.
Dr. Sahila, let us know a little bit more about you, your career. How did you start in cybersecurity?
Yeah, I started my career by 2006, okay, where I had a small role of IT information security, okay, and gradually I had started the information security career in 2018 from the insurance sector, okay. I worked after 2018 in insurance, then 10 years in an insurance company, and then later on moved to a banking sector to understand the banking sectors as an information security officer, and then promoted as an information security consultant over there in the banking sector itself. And finally, currently, I am there working in Kuwait Gulf Oil Company as an information security officer and a compliance auditor. Okay, so it actually I wanted to. I had the passion in IT, so I started only with the IT after I finished my bachelor's and master's. Okay, so this gave me a vital role after COVID 2020. So during that time, I saw lots of gaps in cybersecurity. So it gave me a good building of a time, remote sessions, and lots of learning and knowledge sharing. So that is how I took that passion of IT and moved to information security as a security officer.
That is amazing. I think that is, I mean, in every role, but especially in cybersecurity, that is so sensitive. Being
Yes.
passionate about what you do is one of the best skills that you can have. So,
Yes.
knowing this, how do you support the cybersecurity department within your role?
So, currently, what roles I play is I play a very crucial and vital role. Okay, in cybersecurity, like I play the IT security specialist. Okay, and as a analyst, and as lots of responsibilities like conducting information security controls and information systems. Then cybersecurity defenses and analysis of breaches, then all the technical reporting, and as even the security administrator and internal auditor for the compliance and for the security systems. So there are many crucial roles played in the current oil and energy and oil sector. So this is what the major roles I'm playing.
Playing a vital role in the global economy, the oil and gas industry is a prime cyber threat target. Why cybersecurity is so important for oil and gas industry? What role plays cybersecurity in this industry?
See, in the current era, actually, the oil and gas industry is been the global economy, powering the global economy. So what happens is we face every day in cybersecurity lots of challenges in the, especially in the oil sector, because the oil sector is one of the wealth in the Middle East and in other parts of the country. So there are lots of complex systems and vulnerabilities, like the oil and gas have interconnected technology of complex systems, like, the exploration, there is an extractions area, there is a refining process. So unfortunately, these complexity also makes these systems increasingly vulnerable to cyber attacks. And then there is cyber resilience in oil and gas, where the recognitions of importance of security is there. Like, it's a World Economic Forum where it's established for cyber resilience in oil and gas initiative. So according to that, over 20 global CEOs have committed to improve cyber resilience across the industry. So we emphasis on this one also, and in protect digital infrastructure and assets. So there are multiple challenges other than that, like theft, ransom, malware theft and infrastructure issues, and lots of defense, like, which we are handling in day-to-day attacks, cyber attacks, as even in the past when there was a ransom attack in the major US, oil and gas pipelines also. So there are lots and lots, because it's a very crucial and vulnerable organization. All oil and gas industry is very critically empowering to economy. So that is why we face lots of challenges in a day-to-day life.
Dr. Sahila, how do you see the cybersecurity threat landscape nowadays here in the region?
See, the cybersecurity threat landscape is ever evolving nowadays, and the organization across various sectors, including oil and gas industries, face significant challenges. So there are many challenges in this, where we have sophisticated attacks like zero-day exploits are there, fileless malware. Before, at least we knew that there is a .exe file and the malware is coming from certain files or PDF and Excel sheet. But nowadays it's a fileless malware, and supply chain attacks are there. The threat actors continuously adapt their tactics and evade detection and comprise systems. And after that, now the main target for them is the ransomware. So in the ransomware attacks, there's attacking critical infrastructure, business and government. The entirely it is affecting the economy, the exchange and everything. So attackers, they demand for an hefty ransom in exchange for decrypting the data or for restoring the services. Okay, once it's decrypted, also for restoring the services, also there are lots of demands. And certain colonial pipeline incidents highlighted the impact of ransomware on energy supply chains also. And it's become, kind of a national threat of cyber, and even attributions is there in challenging, as attackers often hide behind the proxies and use sophisticated techniques. Okay. And supply chain risk, like even the tools which we use somewhere, like SolarWinds or, Cassia incidents in the past, which had happened. So these software vendors also comprise their products in the downstream of organization. So it is a must, for us also to handle or monitor 24 hours the third-party dependencies. And there is again IoT and OT. There is another one which is recently adopted, like IIoT. So these are the Internet of Things devices, and the AI, the Chat GPT. So all the new factors which have come. So system introduced a new surface attacks. So where before we knew that the entrance for the attack was from one place. So now we have opened a wide as we are moving to digital modernization. So in that case, we have lots of IoT devices, OT devices, and AI tools, threat intelligent tools with AI, which gives a data breach and disruptions. And then the main cause is our human factors, where it already lies, where like phishing or social engineering and insider threat is already there. And once, because of the architecture which we have built already, the principles and all, so we have to keep reorganizing the architecture and modify the architecture in every. Before it was like we used to think to re-modify the architecture maybe maximum by 2 years or 5 years or something. But now it's become a must for the organization to adapt zero trust principles in the architecture. No users or device is interrupted or trusted. Then micro-segmentation, or at least privilege accesses. So, architecture to be modified every 6 months and reviewed and everything. And cloud security challenges are also, arising nowadays, because of lots of cloud security has become a migration, major migration in this era. So misconfiguration is there, the access controls and the responsibility modules of the risk is there. Then lots of private public threat intelligence. So all this in the summary, the landscape demands is like collaboration. So organizations must stay, we must stay informed and invest on the robust defense and even in the resilience of the culture to mitigate these risks effectively.
Zakir, I wanted to ask you, we talk about your professional role, but I know that
Yes.
you are part of so many roles and projects in which you are involved, and you feel really proud of this. And I know this because we met during Women in Cybersecurity Middle East Breakfast. So I know you work hard to empower women in cybersecurity. I know you are also a mentor for cybersecurity students. So let us know about the other side of you, your other roles.
Yeah, see, actually, I am a EC Council certified instructor, okay, for all the cyber security courses like CEH, then CEH is the ethical hacking, EC Council ethical hacking, and forensic hacking also. So analysis, all the certified courses of EC Council, I am an instructor, certified instructor. Along with that one, I take in charge even in my oil sector, where we have newly fresh graduate in cybersecurity, whoever. So I've been mentoring them along 2 years. And earlier, even in my banking career, I was mentoring most of these students with them. Okay. And apart from this, I am a mentor and a cyber security specialist and expert and consultant in Cyber Heals. Cyber Heals is one of the company where they provide cybersecurity tools and certain certification in educations and everything. And along with that one, they even provide services for cybersecurity across the world. Their branches in UK, UAE, and in India, and in Malaysia also. So apart from this, whoever has a community built in networking and cybersecurity, yes, I'm ready to support them, and always aware, always there for all the universities and colleges in India, and even the medical firms like most of the hospitals in India where they need an awareness training. Apart from anyone approaches me, I handle that also, online or even off-site if it is required. And many awareness programs which was held in Kuwait, UAE, Qatar, India. So I have attended many awareness programs where I give a personal awareness to most of the women and encourage them to move to cybersecurity, as I feel that it is a very secured position, okay, and the demand is a lot in this and have a great future as a career aspect. Like everyone thinks it is a major task, cannot be handled, but it is not that. You don't have to physically know lots of programming or this thing, but the only thing you need to have a major role in IT, and you have to know all the security aspects and all the compliance aspects, and wherever you work, what firm you are working, their framework, and even the country based framework. Like if you're in a medical field, you need to know HIPAA. Then if you're in HIPAA framework, then NIST framework. So, and your relevant country, like over here, we in Kuwait, we use Citra for cloud computing. So all this, I give them a guidance, and whatever regulations are there, framework, this thing. So to overall mentor plus consultant for many students are there. and especially special for women in cybersecurity who wants to build a career, or currently working, or even who wants to improve their self. I keep mentoring them.
That is, I mean, really nice to hear. Thank you so much, Dr. Sahila, for your passion, your time, for your
Yeah, sure.
support. I appreciate that.
Most welcome, dear. Have a nice time. It's my pleasure, actually.